Hey, it's John, Close Enough Garage. I'm just out here goofing around. You see me adjust the brakes on the front of the 39. I've got to get to the rear, but sometimes you just need to take a break, right? So I thought, I just wonder how this will clean up the paint I'm talking about. So don't do that. So let me show you. This place is a wreck, right? So here's the fender. Can you see that? There's the fender. See it? There's the hood. Yeah, there's a little glare. Watch this when we go over here. Bam, baby. Look at that. Huh? Look at the difference right there. That fender. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. She's got quite a few scars, bumps, but look at that, like a mirror. But she still has spots like that right there along this edge right here, you know. Paint's not perfect. You can see a spot right there. It looks like maybe it was touched up or something, but it's smooth. There's nothing there compared to this side. Hear that? Now listen there. All right. So I just wanted to make a short video, show you that. I got the nose cone done here. I got that hood right there. And then this fender. So all I got left to do is everything, right? So I got to do the rest of the car to make it match. I just wanted to see if that old paint would clean up, and I believe it's a lacquer. That's how it's acting. There's no clear on it at all. So that leads me to believe it's a lacquer paint, and there is some cracking in it. You know, lacquer doesn't have long lifespan. 20, 30 years, it begins to crack and separate because it's such a hard paint. But I can bring you in, give you a walk around once I get that, get it all polished. And I did order a master cylinder rebuild kit. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think we actually took a good walk around this thing, but we'll do that later. It's after work. Many of you guys know I get up brutally early to go to work. And I don't mind, because without work, there's no toy money. There's no garage. Without work, I'm homeless. Okay, so we got to get to work. But that's where we're at. This place is a wreck. So I need some straightening done here. I'm going to run the wheel. Yeah. Stand by. So, the system I normally use is Adams Products. If you guys are familiar with the Adams product, it's a little pricey, but it's a great product, and it's a 3-step system. But it's mostly designed for cars with clear coat, right? So, being this car is a lacquer, no clear, I'm using 3M's number 3 rubbing compound. And it's, but this is the little gun. I use the little gun on small places like this instead of trying to use an 8-inch wheel. But I'm going to bring that nose back to life and shine it right in front of your eyes. So you don't have to suffer through all of it. I'm just gonna show you. Now I run this gun hot, right? I'm a professional. Do not attempt this at home. But I run this gun as high as it'll go. sometimes you got to go over it a couple times. But, and I could use a little more abrasive pad. That's the Adams product. I think they're 3-inch pads is what I like for, you know, small intricate pieces like this. It's not great big. This place is a wreck. What are you doing over there? It's over here. We're working over here, right here. Yeah, look right here. So let that set up till it gets dusty, right? And when it kind of, when you touch it, it doesn't smear. It'll kind of powder up, and then yeah, you're shining it with the buffing pads, but you're going to get your real shine out of it when you hit it with your microfiber cloth. This is really what shines it. If it was normal paint, the heat from the pad actually rejuvenates microscopic layer of your clear coat, and you're able to buff that out, right? Just from the heat from the pad. With lacquer, it's totally different. Let me shine this up. I'm gonna bring you in and show you what happens to lacquer. Look at that. Remember just a minute ago? Now this was just the buffing pad. Now the next step I'll do is a lighter buff. And it's a smoother compound, right? Not so gritty, it doesn't cut so fast or hard. You know, listen, I've done a lot of cars. I've burnt a lot of paint, learning how to do it. Don't let your wheel ever stop. And then if you think you're getting dry on your rubbing compound, add more, right? Another trick is not to make a mess. So if you're doing this and you're cleaning and you want to stop, shut it off and keep your pad down to your paint. Because if you shut it off and it's still spinning at 6,000 RPMs, yeah, that's everywhere. You'll be cleaning your windshield. You'll be cleaning the neighbor's windshield. So let's just let it stay there till it stops. But you can see the shine we got out of that. That was one what we worked at 2-3 minutes. I don't know. You guys suffered. You tell me. So when you get that film off it, just the sun. This is where OCD can help you, because you just won't stop until it's to the polish you like, right? And there's a big old booger. I just dropped some Rust-Oleum semi-gloss down there because that was down the metal, right? This car is nice enough to be a candidate for a repaint, but they're only original once, and if you repaint it, guess what? That's not original. But this, let me bring you in, because I know you can't see that from over here. So, hang on a minute. Hang on, I said hang on. So what we're looking at, you see this right here? See that? See it there? See if I can get an angle. See it there? That's actually, here's a good one. That's actually the lacquer cracking. What it's doing is down there in a micro level, it's beginning to separate and it cracks. See, there's another one right there. See it? It's nothing wrong. Nobody buffed up the paint. Nobody didn't hurt anything. This is just what lacquer does. And that's why we don't use it no more. Right? Now what's happening to make that look a little worse than what it is really is that the wax is in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to use rubbing compound over the whole vehicle. Big areas like this here, I'll use an 8-inch pad. Same system, keep your wheel moving. Start on slow. Like if you got one that'll adjust rate, start at like 2 or 3 RPMs until you begin to get the hang of it and know what's going to happen and how long you stay in one spot before you burn it. It took me a lot of times. My green Challenger in there, the paint is like glass. There's not a swirl mark. There's not. It is beautiful. Better than it rolled off the showroom floor, actually. And I get a lot of compliments on the paint. But it was at least a week and a lot of rubbing compound in there. So my next one up will be Adams product blue polish rubbing compound. Okay, so we'll go over here. I'll show you this. Now Adams doesn't sponsor me. It's just good stuff, and car guys got to help each other. So this will be my next one. The blue rubbing compound goes on the blue pad. Then from there, we'll go to a polish. And that'll be a polish. Guess what? Yep, the white stuff goes on the white pad. Each pad has a different layer of grit, let's say, to help the compound. Then when you're done, and then you do the Adams product, butter wax, and this is put on by hand or a very slow turning polisher. But that's what I can do. That's the finish we're going to get out of it. Is it a Riddler Award? No. Is it a 50-footer? Absolutely. This is we're going to make this look nice, right? So I'll just bring you back when we're done. You don't have to watch and listen to me do this whole thing, but it won't be today. I've got about an hour and a half of garage time that I can squeak out. In the meantime, I've still got to pull the carburetor. I'm going to soak that overnight and polish. So thanks for watching. Hang out with me. We'll be back. We're going to do a good tour of this thing once we get her cleaned up. And I want you guys to like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, send me $100. Yeah. And also, thanks, man. We're growing. We're at 90. On YouTube, I'm at 90 subscribers. Over on the Facebook side, I'm at like 123 subscribers. Yeah, that pumps me up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Do all the good stuff. I'll bring you back when we're done. Hey, it's John, Close Enough Garage. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Well, it's today. Black Betty's going to take a nap. Winter hibernation. She didn't look like that when I picked her up. All right. Thanks for watching.